Hi guys, it's Ghosttraveler, and before I start talking in this video, I just want to do a sort of disclaimer saying that everything that I'm going to say is the truth, and I don't mean to bash anyone who's ever said anything mean to me, so I'm not going to mention any names. I know a lot of people from real life and from school watch my videos, so I don't want to start any trouble or anything like that, because that's not what this video is about. This video is about inspiring people who have gone through this similar experience to be able to know that they're not alone. I feel like this is a very important topic, and I'm sure most of you, maybe all at some point in your life, have gone through this. When I was in high school, I was a bit heavy, and so I got made fun of a lot for it. And it bothered me a lot, and I was very self-conscious, and I was very unhappy. Some people, when I was in high school, would talk about me behind my back, and they would even say things to my face. And I mentioned it in my last workout video. This is my favorite story. I always like to talk about it. Is one girl actually said, "I can see both your chins from over here." And so that kind of is one of those things that stick to my head, and I always remembered it. So I picked myself up after that and decided that I didn't want to be unhappy anymore and that I wanted to change. So the summer before my senior year, I decided that I was going to go running, I was going to start drinking water, I was going to stop drinking pop, and all of that. So I did that my entire summer, and when I returned back to school, I had lost about 20 pounds. And then I remember thinking that I felt really great, and then one kid told me that 20 pounds doesn't even look like it made a difference. So after I heard that one, I decided to push myself even further, and I lost even more weight. And so my senior year, I was nominated for Homecoming Queen, and I really like talking about that because that's really cool, because senior year, I was still sort of that emo kid. I didn't win, but I still think that it was a really cool experience to have. But ever since then, working out has become part of my life. Sometimes I'll go through cycles where I get really lazy and I don't really work out, and I sort of pig out a little bit more than normal, and then I'll get back into it and I'll start healthier decisions. So after that, fast forward to about a year ago, and I was working out at the gym. Of course, other people working out at the same time as me. There was a girl that came in, she was getting a tour of the gym because I assumed she was probably going to go there and it was probably to do with sports or something like that. So one of the girls that was working out near me said she's cute, and then her friend next to her said, "Oh, who's cute?" So she gestures to the new girl and then points to me, making sure that I can hear her, makes eye contact with me, says it very loud, and says, "Not her, she's fat." So after that, I'm like, whoa, someone really said that? I was sort of taken aback. So I was very surprised when the girl said that, because I don't know her name. I still don't know her name. I don't know anything about her or anything at all. So for a stranger to just look at someone and be like, "Not her, she's fat," I was like, whoa, dang. First of all, that's shitty. I never cuss on my channel, but first of all, that's awful. You don't call someone fat, especially to their face. Dang, what kind of level of mean are you on? Second of all places to call someone fat, why the hell would you call them fat at the gym? We're on different points of life and cycles and wherever we're at with our bodies and stuff like that. So you don't know where I've come from, and you don't know what I've been through and everything like that. But what you do know is I'm at the gym working out, sweating, and trying to do everything that I'm supposed to be doing, and you're just still gonna sit there and call me fat? That's not cool. So when I told my friends, they didn't actually believe me, which was really funny. They were like, "Oh no, they were probably talking about someone else." And no, I know when someone makes eye contact with me and says something, and no, you know when someone says something and they want you to know that they said it, and they make eye contact, there's no misunderstanding there. I know what she meant, and that's fine. I understand at this point in my life, but I won't understand ever being mean like that. So we'll fast forward to about a week or two after that, and I went to a frat party with my friend to DD and babysit, because I get a little bit worried, because frat parties are scary and everything like that. And it was at the end of the night, and everyone was wanting to go home. And since I was sober, some girls were asking if I could drive them home, because we were all going to the same place and they went to my school, and I said yes. And in that group was one of the girls that called me fat previously at the gym. Being the nice person that I am, I said sure, because everyone has to get home. It doesn't matter who they are or anything like that. I just want to make sure that everyone gets home safe. So when we get to our school, they thank me for driving them, and before they get out, I told them, "Hold on a second, let me show you something." So yeah, sure. So I pull out my phone and I show them this picture, and she didn't know any reason why I was showing it to her. And I was like, "This used to be me." And mind you, this girl was drunk as well, so she was in her drunk state. I don't know what being drunk is like. I've actually never been drunk before. But so I show the picture of me and I say, this is what I used to look like. And I heard you and your friend calling me fat the other week or 2 weeks ago or whenever this happened. So I was like, before you say something awful about someone, try to think about where they've come from, because this used to be me and now it's not, and I'm trying to work really hard on myself, and for you to say something like that's really awful. I think it really scared her because again, she's drunk and she denied it and was like, oh no, we didn't say that, and I was like, no, it's okay. Like, I'm just trying to tell you. I know you guys did because I see eye contact. I know when someone's trying to like tell me something, you know. It's very, very obvious, and I was like, it's okay. I just want you to like never do that to someone again, because that was really sucky, and like I know I'm not fat anymore and I'm always working on myself and everything like that. So I was like, don't ever do that again, because that's not cool. So it's a pretty cool moment for me. I was really proud that I did that. I almost kind of can't believe I did that. I've lived like almost my whole life not being able to like actually say something. So the moral of the story is that sometimes it's really hard to stand up for yourself, but you can never let anyone like put you down like that. Like, being put down is awful, and we all know how that feels, and to put others down is an awful thing. And if you're not happy with yourself, then start making small changes to get to where you want to be. You don't have to live the lifestyle of a bodybuilder the first week that you start, but just do little things like cutting out pop and whatever, and like doing extra walking and stuff. Starting out is the hardest, but when you finally get comfortable with it, it's like the best feeling ever, and seeing progress is a really great feeling. I know that you all can do it because I was able to do it, and I'm still trying to get to better goals, so I know you all can do it. It just takes time and effort and motivation. I really hope that this story helped you guys out, because like I said, this is like one of the coolest stories I could ever tell. If you liked this story time type thing where I tell you some kind of story in my life, then comment down below and tell me. Also comment and tell me if you have any sort of similar story where you stood up to a bully, or something that you wanted to say to someone in a similar situation. Got tons and tons of nice comments on my Instagram. I've never gotten so many comments on one post before, asking if I should do this video, so thank you guys so much. Having you all inspires me every day. It makes me feel good, and it makes me feel better about doing everything that I want to do with my life and all that kind of stuff. If this helped you out, then go ahead and share it, give it a like. Let's try to get this video like 200 likes. I know sometimes other YouTubers try to do goals, and I'm trying to do that because I like goals. I like progression and getting things done and getting farther in life. You guys can find me on all my social media. I have Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you, and I will show you guys my tattoo and my room next time, because I did get a tattoo when I was in London. I don't think I told you guys about that. And I'll show you my room, because this is my room. I'll probably be doing videos right here. This is my wall, and this is my bed, and that's Rila Kuma. Goodbye. Mwah. I can't reach. I can't reach. It's too far. Ah. That's how I figure out if it's focused or just do random stuff and then look back at it. Look.